The otter is without doubt one of the most beautiful and charismatic creatures we have living in the British countryside. Yet very elusive and often shy, the otter does leave its mark with tracks and signs of its presence up and down the riverside and on coasts, canals, lakes and lochs. The otter is one of the most enjoyable animals to track, and you always find yourself captivated and in wild and wonderful surroundings. The river is the heart of many creatures' landscape, cutting through woods, mountain valleys and towns. The otter uses the river to feed, to travel on and to find a mate and to find refuge to raise a family. The otter is found all over Britain, from the west coast of Scotland right down to the rivers of southern England. Though easy to see on the west coast, it's equally exciting, if not trickier, to see them on the rivers, owing to their mainly nocturnal habits. It's hard to beat a morning spent by the riverside watching a mother teach her cubs how to fish, teaching them all she knows, so when they go off alone, they are fully equipped to survive and go on to raise a family of their own. Under the water, the otter takes on a completely different form, graceful, almost dancing under the water. Otters are fast and agile swimmers. Bubbles of air trapped in their fur give a silvery appearance underwater. The Eurasian otter has extremely dense fur for insulation in the cold seas and rivers, and have up to 80,000 hairs per square centimetre. On a single breath, the otter can swim underwater for up to 400 metres. Once the otter has left the sea, it must clean off the sea salt by preening and rolling around in the seaweed and washing in fresh water. This has to be done to keep the fur in pristine condition. Otters are mainly active at dusk and dawn on the rivers. This is known as crepuscular. On the coast they rely mainly on the tides to feed. Male and female otters don't particularly interact very much, and there isn't a set mating season. In those in harsher conditions, they sometimes time it around the fact that cubs will do better if they're able to start swimming and foraging when the weather's better, i.e. the summer. Mating always occurs in the water, so there's not much known about it. Otter cubs are born blind and helpless, relying on their mother and their mother's milk in the early stages. They open their eyes after about a month. The mother teaches them to swim at 2 months and are weaned at 3. The male plays no part in raising the young. She will spend up to 18 months with them until it's time for them to head and find their own territories. An otter's territory can be up to 18 kilometres in length. The Eurasian otter is found all over Europe and along the coast in Asia and also Africa. A sight of this enigmatic animal will be a moment never forgotten. I urge anyone out there that's ever thought about otters, would like to see an otter, has a childhood memory of an otter, be it Tarka or Ring of Bright Water, to get out there, to go and look for otters on riverbanks and streams and canals and lochs and lakes, city centres, towns, villages, all over Britain, the west coast of Scotland, Shetland, Orkney. Get out there, track otters. I've had some wonderful moments tracking and watching otters over the years, and I never tire of seeing them. They are one of the most beautiful creatures we have.